We all know and love that awesome bounty hunter named Boba Fett, but he barely gets any screen time. Boba Fett has an incredible story and legends that I'm sure not all of you have heard about. One thing that I really love about Star Wars is the fact that everything has lore. In Return of the Jedi, when Boba Fett fell into the Sarlacc pit, he did not die. Inside the Sarlacc, Boba Fett encountered a Choi named Susijo. Susijo was probably the Sarlacc's first victim, as he had been there for around 1,000 years. As the time passed, an unknown female Jedi also became a victim of the Sarlacc pit. Susijo and the Jedi grew close over the thousands of years, until the beast began merging itself with Susijo. It got to the point where Susijo and the Sarlacc's consciousness were indistinguishable from each other's. Eventually, the Jedi perished, and when Boba Fett found himself inside the beast, he became the first thing that Susijo had talked to in hundreds of years. Due in large part to his iron will, Fett fought himself out, and just like that, he was alive once again. Unfortunately though, a group of Jawas mistook Fett for a cyborg. They gave him a restraining bolt and packed him into their sandcrawler. When Fett woke up aboard the sandcrawler, he found out that the same group of Jawas had abducted R2-D2. When Han Solo was sent to rescue the droid, he was understandably shocked to see a man wearing Boba Fett's armor. Even more surprising is the fact that Fett offered to help Solo escape from the Jawas. Just as they were about to escape though, Fett heard Leia Organa yell Han's name, which triggered the return of Fett's memory. Solo managed to escape the sandcrawler just as it crashed into the Sarlacc. Assuming that Fett had actually been killed this time, Solo left, but we all know what assuming does. Now inside the Sarlacc for the second time, Fett was able to guilt Susijo into releasing him. Hanging on to life, Fett had escaped for a second time. Another prominent bounty hunter named Dengar was savaging the wreckage of Jabba's sail barge when he stumbled upon the dying Boba Fett. Dengar helped Fett, and the two formed a rather short-lived partnership. During their partnership, they became close friends. Fett continued his job as a bounty hunter, but for a time he only accepted low-profile jobs. He liked the idea that the galaxy thought he was dead, and when a man named Jodo Kast decided to impersonate Fett, it made him pretty mad. Fett sent a message to others who would be foolish enough to try to impersonate him by killing Kast. As time passed, however, Fett slowly emerged from obscurity. Han Solo learned that Fett was still alive when he discovered that him and Dengar were hunting him. Like always, Solo escaped, but Solo would remain in Fett's thoughts. However, it would not take long at all for the two to encounter each other yet again. On the remote world of Jubilar, Boba Fett found Han Solo. It was on Jubilar that the two had their very first conflict, and it was on Jubilar that the two would end their feud. The men agreed to forget their nearly lifelong conflict and just walk away. Fett intended to retire, but upon returning to Kamino, he encountered Taun We. We enlisted his help in getting revenge for the Mandalorian attacks on Kamino during the Clone War days. The last surviving Mandalorian was Fen Shaisa. Nothing is really known about their encounter, but it resulted in Fen's death. Keeping with tradition, Boba Fett was given the title of Mandalore. Thanks for watching this video. I'll definitely be finishing the story of Boba Fett in the near future. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and share this video. Sharing really helps the channel grow and I really appreciate it. Just a quick channel update, for the upcoming months, I will be releasing videos every 5 to 7 days because my schedule is quite busy and a ton of work gets put into each video. As always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.